We can't see. Oh, there you are.
Marie, you're muted.
Is my image backwards to you? It looks backwards.
No, it looks
No, it's
backwards
perfect.
to us, but it's fine.
No, it's not backwards. It's perfect.
Okay.
I see
I
it
know.
normal.
But we see it. I see mine backwards.
Okay,
Okay.
but you go back to videos, effects, and settings, and you go to virtual background. I think that's where it was. What's that?
I really don't care how I see it as long as everybody else sees it normally, which they told me they did. So,
Okay.
Yeah, it's
David, I guess, is
hi,
seeing.
Kim.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kim. I'm a cat lady too.
Oh,
You're in good company. Or
I
I'm in
almost
good company.
I almost put my ears on this morning.
Well,
Do you have the
I
cat
have
lady
cats
black
too,
leather
so.
outfit?
Now the Goulds haven't come back.
They
No,
will.
it may take
They
a little
might.
bit. Yes, so Kim, yes, I always have cats. Actually, we thought we were going to be out of the pet business, and then a new cat came to our door and said, "No, you're not," and so we're not. We were so close, and but she's so fabulous. You know, would you like to see pictures?
Exactly.
She's so
Alita,
cute.
I really like the way you send the roster. That's really makes it
Yeah, very
really
cool.
easy. That's really
Very good.
nice.
Agreed.
Oh.
Thank you.
It's really
Yeah,
nice. I was
I-
able
Yep.
to just log in and I mean just click on the
Oh, okay.
forms and everything. It's great.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just send it from the website.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
but it's nice.
oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just trying to remember to do it.
Here's
I
Well,
Jim and
finally,
Chris.
if you want to be something in the future, the meetings are set up so you could go ahead and claim spots. Just saying.
yes, yes. Yeah, we need, that's one of the things I want to encourage everybody to use that website because there's a lot of stuff on there. Just our local website. Of course,
Right.
Toastmasters International has even more, but and I was finally able, thanks everybody who assisted in getting that officers listed because I finally was able, I couldn't, I mean, I'm like, wait. But they've changed it since I was VPE last.
That's okay. They're going to change it next time too.
You know, Pam, that's the thing. It keeps it new and interesting, right?
No, I have way too much of that right now. So anyway.
We create new neural pathways, Alita.
Yes, yes.
We've got to keep the brain going.
Who's the timer finally? Alita, is that you?
Unless anybody else comes, but I don't see anybody else yet.
Okay.
And I don't know who it would be. They probably, oh, that's next week's. They would be, they're probably already. So I will be the timer. Oh, that means, well, whatever. I'll have to.
I'm just afraid that we will get kicked off and get crashed.
Get over.
Yeah, it
Go
worked
overboard.
great last. Yeah, we
So-
thought too.
It's good to have you in whatever capacity your world travels.
Yeah.
And Alita, you and
Well,
after the
last
meeting,
week,
you need to
until
update the
very end,
agenda.
and then it just like
Yes. 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 You mean for the next few weeks?
No, I mean to go back and put in the people that did today, so today's accurate.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because some of us
Yeah.
can't remember what we did, so we like to go back and look at them. I'm not talking
Right,
about
right.
anybody but me, but yeah, actually, there's a wonderful place where you can go back and you can say, "What roles have I done over the last
Oh, yes.
long time?" It's
Yeah.
fabulous.
Right.
So for those
Right.
of us who said we'd speak once a month, it can show you. Did you? Did you?
Did you? Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Or no, I haven't been timer in 100 years, so maybe I should try it.
Oh, you want to be timer today? Wait a minute. Aren't
No,
you
I can't manage today. I can barely manage my life. Today is out of control already. It was out of control at 5:45 when I didn't get up at 5 o'clock. So
Oh,
Hi.
there's
Hi,
Randolph.
Randolph, President.
Yay.
Good morning, everyone.
Good to
Yay.
see you.
Oh, yippee.
To see everyone.
Oh, now you can tell
Yeah,
Becky Jo's a cat
Oh,
lady too.
Becky
Here.
Joe.
We're in
Here
Thailand
she
now.
is.
You can
Yay.
tell I'm a what?
Cat person.
Why's that?
Because that's what your image comes up. The cat with the one good eye.
He liked my phone.
Oh,
I don't know why I can't see myself.
Better than in one group I'm in, a lady who has cats. We see her cat butts because they walk across her computer and stand in front of
Yeah, what
stand
is
in front of the
that about?
camera.
What is that about?
Mine don't do that.
Hers do
Wow.
every time.
Oh,
You just
wow.
don't feel like it's a meeting if you haven't seen a cat butt.
Yeah. Well, I can get one for you if you want.
my cat tries to smell the people on the screen.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
Oh dear.
Mine does not, but this is for Christina. She did watch the Artemis launch intently. It's the only thing she's ever watched on TV in her whole life.
Well, I think that's telling us something.
Right? You know.
Space cat.
So cute.
Right, right.
There may have been a movie about a space cat. Or a cartoon. Chris and Jim, did you do anything special for your anniversary?
Well, we were supposed to. We were supposed to go scuba diving in Malaysia on our anniversary. But I'm doing this skin treatment for skin cancers, and I can't.
Oh, yeah.
It was to the point where I could not go in the ocean. So he went without me.
Yeah, I went diving on the 5th.
Let there
do
spaces
it.
be spaces between your togetherness. Isn't that the wisdom you get when you get married? Let there be
Yeah.
spaces between your togetherness.
Well, I'm going again on Saturday, and she can't go.
I still can't go.
But
More
I'm not
space.
going to not go. We'll be
No, I want that.
we'll be in Thailand.
Christina,
in
feel
Thailand.
free to interrupt.
Oh yeah, it's time.
All right, so and 1 second. Good morning, early birds. It's 7 o'clock. Let's get this show on the road. I'm your sergeant at arms. The mission of a Toastmasters Club is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every member has the opportunity to develop communication and leadership skills. These skills foster self-confidence and personal growth. These meetings are recorded for our members. Earlybird Toastmasters may also use these recordings for club promotions. It's important for everyone to practice good Zoom meeting etiquette. Please keep your microphone muted unless you are actively involved in the conversation, and remember to unmute yourself to speak. We want to see you. Keep your camera turned on during the meeting unless you do not wish to participate. Be aware that the camera sees everything. Use the chat. You can chat privately or with everyone. Now, help me welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Randolph Bastine.
Thank you, Toastmaster Christina and our Sergeant at Arms. Yes, I am Toastmaster Randolph Bastine, the presiding officer of the club, and here from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And I can tell you, some people like to call the Thursday the new Friday, and this is going to be a good day. We have some returning Toastmasters again that we always love to see, Toastmaster Chris and Jim Gould, and also a Toastmaster Kim D'Ambrosia. I'm going to get it right. Toastmaster Pam Scrimcher told me we should take a good effort to practice names and get them right. Don't just push them over. So I will get it right. All right. All right. So we're going to start off our meeting with an invocation. We have an invocator, and I do apologize. Our invocation today is coming from our Toastmaster Alita Richmond.
Yes. Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters, we gather this morning with open hearts and minds, ready to learn and grow. May we approach today's meeting with curiosity and respect for each other's perspectives. Together, we create a space where every voice is valued and every story matters. We commit to fostering an environment of encouragement and growth for all members as we embrace the spirit of camaraderie and support while we share our thoughts and ideas. Let us remember that the art of communication is the language of leadership. So let's take a moment to breathe deeply and center ourselves, focusing on the present moment as we engage in meaningful channels of communication. Please join with me in the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Thank you for that beautiful invocation. And next up, we have a joke by your president. Okay, I am going to tell a joke about a story. It's about a atheist named John and a Christian named Martin. They were two good close friends, and they both love photography and exploring. They were out on the sub-Saharan Africa looking for lions. They spotted one, a beautiful, nice lion with the most beautiful mane. And at a distance, as they start taking the photos, they're capturing everything, and they hear something, and it's the lioness coming back from a hunt. John turns around and say, "Oh my God." Martin, in confusement, looks at John. "I thought you," but they begin to run. And Martin says, "John, today you're going to see the power of God." And Martin turns around, gets on his knees, and John, with all kind of amazement, is amazed by Martin's courage. And the lions stop. And Martin began to pray, "Dear God, I pray that you bless these lions to become Christians." And as John is watching this, he is in amazement, but he is also slowly tipping away, getting away and escaping. And then Martin opens his eyes and he sees, to his amazement, the lions are bowing their heads and they begin to speak. And they say, "Dear God, we thank you for this food that we are about to consume. In Jesus' name, we pray." Thank you. And we have a grammarian of the day, which is Toastmaster Becky Jo Bean. Can you give us the word of the day before we go into our self-introductions?
Yes, I certainly can. And I'm going to do it with a Southern accent because this
I
is a
love it.
Southern word. And the word of the day is yonder. Yonder. It's an adverb and it means over there in the distance, a relatively distant place. So being further over there. It comes from yond, which means at a distance from Old English. But the interesting thing about yonder is depending on how you wag your finger is how far it is. Like it's over there yonder is close. But if it's yonder, you got to go a distance. So the word of the day is yonder. Y'all use it.
You hear it, yonder. So I hope you all could find something yonder to come up with. I probably didn't use that right, but I'll get it together before it's all over. All righty, so we're going to start off our self-introductions, and I'm actually going to, if you're okay with this, I'm going to start off with our guest in Toastmaster. Wait, yeah, you are a guest. It was the other Toastmaster last week that's actually a part of the club, and she said she pops in every now and then. But Kim, I am going to ask you to help me with your last name so that way I pronounce it correctly.
Good morning, Toastmaster President. My last name is D'Ambrosio. And
D'Ambrosio.
D'Ambrosio, yeah.
Oh.
The way that I help people pronounce it is it's basically damn, bro, Zio.
I love it. I love it. And Kim, where are you visiting us from?
I'm in Panama City, Florida. I am a former Toastmaster. As a matter of fact, while doing some decluttering, I found some of my pins from back in the day, and it was quite heartwarming. I've had memories flooding back of past experiences and memories, and I'm so happy to be here and get to know you all and rekindle memories from Alita and Chris and Jim. They were there back in the day, and some of you look familiar. I don't know if I look familiar to you, but happy to be here, Mr.
And we're happy
President.
to have you. We're happy to have you, Kim D'Ambrosio. Thank you. Toastmaster Alita Richmond.
Yes, Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters, there's another guest down in the corner I see of my screen. But yes, Kimbo and Kimberly and I, we were friends. Oh, what a fun time we had. We've stayed friends over the years, even though we've been far apart. Anyway, I'm so glad that she has come back, and it's always good to see Chris and Jim when they pop in. Let's see. I am Alita Richmond coming to you from Newton, North Carolina, where it has been very hot. And I have been having high winds and rain showers in the afternoons. Although my sister and brother, who live yonder, about 10 miles away in Catawba, they really need the rain because they have a lot more garden than I do. And they're so jealous that I'm getting all this rain. I went over to see them last night. I was going to run out and get one of the things that she gave me, and I'll get that on our break and show you. But anyway, I'm working in dynamic leadership, but I think this year I'm just going to focus on the responsibilities as Vice President Education, because this is an educational program and it's our personal learning lab. We're going to make it a bang up year. We got a wonderful lineup of officers, and I'm excited about the new year. Back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Toastmaster Christina Kurt.
Thank you, Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters, and very much welcome guest. I just sent you a message. It's a pleasure to be your Sergeant at Arms, learning as I go, coming to you from Plantation, Florida. I'm excited about going on vacation next week. As a kid, I went camping a lot and I haven't done it as an adult. So my husband and I are going on a trip where we'll be over yonder, closer to Alita in Georgia and North Carolina and South Carolina. So excited about that. And back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Toastmaster Anna Ilson.
Good morning, Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters, returning Toastmaster, and most welcome guests. My name is Anna Ilson. I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I go for walks every afternoon, but I don't venture out yonder beyond my neighborhood. Mr. President.
Thank you. Toastmaster Marie Rock.
Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters, returning Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. My name is Marie Rock, coming to you from Wilton Manors, Florida. I'm a Visionary Communicator 5, working on dynamic leadership and presentation mastery. When Becky Jo Bean mentioned the word of the day, it reminded me of a Carole King song from the album Tapestry. Way over yonder is a place that I know. Anyway, look it up. She sings it much better than I do. Mr. President.
Thank you for that. And I think you may give her a run for her money. Toastmaster Becky Jo Bean.
Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I am Toastmaster Becky Jo Bean, and I have been way over yonder, and I'm glad to be back in America. Back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Toastmaster George Alvarado.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. I am George Alvarado, located in Davie, Florida, and I'm gonna have to figure out a way to use this word yonder at some point in the future that's more productive or more constructive than how I used it today. Back to you.
Thank you. Toastmaster Pam Scrimcher.
Good morning, my fellow Toastmasters and returning Toastmasters and our most welcome guest. I am Pam Scrimsher up here in Windermere, Florida. And like I was told, Toastmaster Bestine and Dale Carnegie said the sweetest words in the world are our own name in any language. And if you have a name like Scrimsher, you don't get to hear it very often. Usually I'm Pam, and I go, that's me. But I'm up here, up yonder from y'all. Although, what is yonder nowadays? If we're all here, I'm not really sure what that word even means anymore. I'm working on persuasive imagery, influencing other people. I cannot ever remember the dang name of that pathway. Persuasive influence, I believe. Anyway, I'm up here in Windermere, Florida, and y'all are down yonder there. Good morning, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you. Thank you. Toastmaster Jose Ferrer.
Good morning, Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guests, returning Toastmaster. My name is Jose Ferrer. I am coming to you from Javia, Spain, and so I guess I'm yonder from you all, and therefore I look forward. I will be going yonder to you in August, and I look forward to doing some of these Zoom meetings at 7 in the morning rather than 1 in the afternoon. Back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Toastmasters Chris Gould.
Hello. We've having internet issues here because we are way over yonder. We're even yonder of the Starlink satellites here in Thailand. So we'll stay on for as long as we can. I am Chris Gould, been a been an Earlybird Toastmaster for I think 30 years. And even though we don't come very much anymore, we're going to stick with it. Mr. President.
Thank you. Toastmaster Jim Gould.
Okay, I'll try this. Good morning, Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters and returning Toastmasters. I am competent Toastmaster Jim Gould, and I'm working on, or I used to work on pathways. I just haven't been paying much attention to it recently. But as Chris said, we are on a Starlink system right now that Thailand, the country of Thailand, does not support. And we are just hoping for the best once we get to Koh Samui and figure out where we're going to be. We're here. We're happy. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And we are happy that you all are here. We have a guest, and forgive me, you could pronounce your name for me. It's Menor. Help me with that if you don't mind. Oh, wow, we have guests popping in, which is great.
Yes, yeah, this is Manohar. Yeah, you can, I go by Mano. I was a former Toastmaster. I got a kind of 3-year break now, so trying to get back to Toastmasters again. So apologies, I'm joining from mobile because I have a newborn, so hardly had sleep last night, but wanted to show up today. And yeah, looking forward to have a happy Toastmasters meeting.
Hey, well, I tell you, we would love to have you here. And as you can see, we have people from all over, and you're most welcomed here. And this is a safe and great learning ground.
And
Thank
by the
you.
way, I am based out of Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida. Okay, yeah. So speak with uh, our who's that? The vice president membership. Yes, and they can, if you're willing, we would love to have you. Thank you.
Awesome. Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
And our returning Toastmaster, it's so great to see again, Toastmaster Ellen Orto.
Good morning, everyone. Glad to be here.
Thank you. And we have another guest, M. Scott. Can you introduce yourself?
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Hi,
Yes.
my name is Monique. I have been trying to get on this call for a long time. It is very early in the morning. I am calling from Oakland Park, Florida. I have been trying to get to a Toastmasters meeting for a long time, so the fact that this is on Zoom is very helpful. I am hoping to join you guys on a regular basis. I've never done a Toastmasters before. I've always wanted to. So this will be new for me. So I'm observing for today, and then I hopefully will sign up and take it from there.
Well, thank you so much for joining, and we hope that you will sign up as well.
Thank you.
Real quick before we jump into the meeting and I introduce the Toastmaster of the day, I just want to ask our guests, are you all willing, if you are called on during table topics, to uh, participate? All righty.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
All right. That's awesome. Thank you. All right. And with that being said, we are going to get a meeting started, and we're going to start this meeting. And it is today, our Toastmaster of the day is Toastmaster Anna Ilson.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'll explain how our meeting will unfold for the new members. All Toastmasters meetings are divided into three parts. One is table topics, which is where we practice our impromptu speaking. So a topic will be introduced, and we have a couple of minutes to expound on it. The second part are prepared speeches, where two of our members will present a topic and speak for today. The speeches are 5 to 7 minutes. And then the third part of the meeting, which is what many consider to be the most outstanding about Toastmasters, is evaluations, where we hold up a loving mirror to the prepared speakers and let them know what they did well, what areas may need a little improvement, and things of that nature. We do have helpers to assist with the smooth flow of the meeting. We have a grammarian who introduced the word of the day, which today is out yonder or yonder, and it's Toastmaster Becky Jo Bean. Could you tell us what the rest of your duties will be today?
The rest of my duties is to pay rapt attention to how you all speak. I hope some of you do speak with a Southern accent out yonder. And to write down the great examples of grammatical wisdom that you all have and the great words and vocabularies. And if you make a faux pas, I will note it without calling you out, although probably everybody will know that it's you because we will have all noticed the faux pas because we're all experts at being grammarians. Back to you.
Thank you, Madam Grammarian. And I'll be the counter today. And the counter is responsible for noting the speaker's verbal pauses. That is the ahs, ers, you knows, likes, etc. Offenders will be reported at the end of the meeting. And with that, let's see, what else? With that, I will introduce our topic master of the day, which is Toastmaster Christina Kurth. Please take it away.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. And fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. Table Topics enables a member to develop the skills of impromptu speaking. Table Topics helps train members to quickly organize and express their thoughts. You can think of the Table Topics speech as a mini speech with an opening, a body, and a conclusion. This also provides a speaking opportunity for any member who is not on the meeting agenda. Guests may also participate if they wish. Each speaker is required to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Participants are disqualified at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Each speaker could also try to use the word of the day in your speech. Today's word is yonder. I don't do as good of a Southern accent as you do, Becky Jo. And I have a bit of a weird script, Anna, but I think, do I ask the timer for the timing requirement or do I just jump into it?
You asked the timer for the timing requirements. Yeah.
Timer for the timing requirement, please.
Yes, Madam Table Topic Master and fellow Toastmasters and guests, you've already heard. Table Topics is 1 to 2 minutes. You got to speak for at least 1 minute to qualify. And at 1 minute, I'll turn on the green light. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, I'll put up the yellow light. And at 2 minutes, I'll put up the red light. I will leave the red light on until you complete, but you only have 30 seconds to do that. So, then I'll report at the end of Table Topics. Madam Topic Master.
Thank you, Madam Timer. All right, so I always like to have themes for Table Topics, and today's theme, because of the great last weekend of July 4th, I've come up with a theme of summer adventures and summer fun. So I'm going to be asking for a lot of you to go down memory lane or ideas to create new memories. So my first topic is, what is your perfect summer day from sunrise to sunset? And I'll be asking Pam Scrimshire, please.
Oh, thank you very much, Madam Table Topic Master. My perfect summer day. Oh, there's 2 ways to go. I'm an ardent gardener, so my perfect summer day would be, I got up a little earlier than I did this morning. I would have already had my breakfast and I would be out working in my yard because I can only do about 2 or 3 hours up here before it gets too danged hot. But then I have a pool. So then I float in the pool. Now, where it would be the magical part of it, which is not yet, although I keep asking for it, was my pool boy, which I don't seem to have, would come and bring me my drink right there. So I have to get out of the pool and do all that myself. And my husband refuses to do that because he thinks it's decadent. So the first part was really good. Then it sort of went downhill. The other part would be, another one would be just if we weren't at home, we would be camping someplace really, really nice and cool. I'm thinking Glacier National Park or something, because it is really dang hot up here. And I don't know how it is in Glacier, but it's got to be cooler than it is right here. And then I could do Earlybird's Toastmasters with Satellite Link, or was it SatLink? And then I would say, I am up here and y'all are down there yonder, which it dawns on me, we think of it being a Southern word, but Romeo said, what light through yonder window breaks? So, hey, it's been around the block for a while, like some of us here at Toastmasters. So, a perfect day. Pretty much every day is pretty good if you're above the ground, in my opinion, at my age. Back to you, Madam Table Topics.
Thank you, Pam. All right. The next question I have for you. Oh, I'm just thinking of the pool, and that sounds wonderful. I think we need to convince your husband that decadence is okay once in a while with the hand delivery of drinks. All right. The next question is, what's the best summer vacation you've ever taken? I'm wondering if it was Glacier Park, and I'm going to ask Marie Rock, please. Toastmaster Marie Rock, what's the best summer vacation you've ever taken?
Madam Table Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. I have been blessed with many wonderful summer vacations and also summertime of work. because when I was growing up, my parents had owned a pool and campgrounds and picnic groves, and I worked every summer from Memorial Day until Labor Day when the pool closed. But before that, when I was a tiny tot, and I grew up in rural Pennsylvania, and my dad owned a stone quarry, and he had all of this equipment, big, heavy equipment. And the land that we lived on was somewhat swampy, so he created these lakes with his equipment. And Bear Creek ran through, but it drained some of the land. And I was so impressed with this. And the first time I was on vacation, we went to Atlantic City, New Jersey. And I saw the ocean. And it was vast. And I remember even my little blue and white striped one-piece bathing suit. I was probably about 5 years old. And my dad was holding me, and I looked at him and I said, I wonder how long it took to build this. I was enamored with the ocean and have been ever since. Madam Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Marie. There's nothing better than swimming in a quarry lake. So I can imagine you in that bathing suit just trying to process the vastness of the ocean. And you're still here enjoying the ocean today. So I love that. All right. Next question I have is, if you had an unlimited summer travel budget, wouldn't that be nice? Where would you go? So I'm going to ask this question to Ellen Orto, please. If you had an unlimited summer travel budget, where would you go?
Madam Table Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters, I was very fortunate when I was young to work on cruise ships 8 years and went around the world, had many wonderful experiences. So where would I go again? I would go, well, actually, I love Thailand, where Jim and Chris are right now. Asia is very exciting. Machu Picchu. I mean, there's so many choices. The only place I haven't gone is Antarctica that I would like to go. So that may be where I would like to go, because I used to love to be on the deck when we would be doing around South America and see the penguins of on the deck. There's so many places. Drink wine in the wine vineyards of the south of Argentina. There's so many things. Mr. MoMA from Tampa, excuse me if I got your name wrong. I love India, and I believe he's probably from India. And I think by looking at him, he's probably from the north of India. I used to love to go to India and go to a nice restaurant and watch the women wear their saris. You can tell which side their sari is on, what part of India they're from, what religion they are. And it's very interesting. The world is a wonderful place, and there's so many places to explore. So I'm so glad that Jim and Chris have taken this opportunity to do that. And there's so many different wonderful things to appreciate in the cultures. Religiously, the temples of Asia, the mosques of the Middle East. There's so much to explore. So where would I go? Oh, if I was walking better, I'd go back to Tibet. But knowing what I know right now, I just wish the world was a more peaceful place so that we could experience these wonderful parts of the world again. Madam Table Topics.
Thank you, Ellen. What a wonderful I feel like we just went on a trip with you. I've never met anybody who has been to most everywhere except Antarctica, and I feel like I'm well traveled, but now I feel like I need to add a lot of places to my to-do list. So thank you for sharing. All right. Next question. What's one place everyone should visit, specifically in the summer? And I'm going to ask Anna Ilson. What's one place everyone should visit in the summer? Oh, that was for Anna. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that question for me? I'm sorry. I spaced
Yes.
out. Yeah.
It's okay. Maybe space is where we should go in the summer. What's one place everyone should visit in the summer?
Okay, Madam Table Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters, I'm sorry, I was distracted writing something. One place I would visit in the summer, and I already visited, but many years ago, is French Polynesia. I think that's the most exotic trip I've ever taken with my husband. And it took a while to get there. We had to fly to Los Angeles and then to Tahiti, the main island. And then we took a small plane to another island and then a boat to this island called Taha, Taha apostrophe A. And it's on a lagoon. And the water is Listerine blue. It's amazing. You can see everything underneath. And we stayed at a resort, which were those bungalows on stilts on the lagoon. And inside the bungalow, there was a part of the floor that was glass. So it was like an aquarium. And we could see all the little colorful fish underneath it. And there were some stairs, and we'd go straight out to the lagoon. And our breakfast was brought by staff from the hotel on a canoe. And it was just amazing. We got massages right on the shore because there's no waves practically. They're just little tiny waves. And that was beautiful too, listening to the sound of the waves. So that would be a place that I would go back in the summer. Madam Table Topic Master.
Thank you for sharing, Anna. That's beautiful. And I think that's a way that Chris could maybe go scuba diving without scuba diving and see the fishes is look down on the clear floor. So just an idea, French Polynesia. Thank you. All right. Next question is, what was your favorite thing to do during summer break as a kid? And I'm going to address this question to Kim D'Ambrosio. Hopefully I said that right. What was your favorite thing to do during summer break as a kid?
I don't know. Can you hear me? Am I on? My screen looks different.
We can hear you.
Okay. Madam Table Topics Master, my favorite thing to do or place to go or even my best memories are from summer vacations in Bristol, Rhode Island. My parents were both from Bristol, and so my extended family, grandparents, cousins, aunts, uncles were all up there. And, experiencing New England in the summer is breathtaking. Pebble beaches, cool breezes. They have this ice cream parlor called the Newport Creamery, where you can get a shake that's called an awful awful. It is awfully big and it is awfully delicious. And we would go for awful awfuls and fish and chips. The food, fabulous. And, of course, the family. So that's my best memory of summer vacation as a child. Madam Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Kim. I love that your best memory had the word awful in it, but the awful didn't sound so awful. It sounded delicious. It's kind of making me hungry. All right. And the next question is, what's your favorite summer tradition? And I'm going to ask Toastmaster Becky Jo Bean, what's your favorite summer tradition?
Madam Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters and guests, my favorite summer tradition is leaving town in August, because August in Fort Lauderdale is way too hot. So the thing to do in August is go to the mountains. This is what you do to survive. It doesn't matter where, really. I have lots of friends with mountain retreats. I go visit them. And now that I don't work 9 to 5 anymore, yay, I can take August off. I think I'm actually planning on taking August off. It's way too hot. It's way too hot in Florida. Now, I will say this, the one place not to visit in the summer is Rome. Don't go to Rome in the summer. I'm telling you people right now, I want to save you a lot of heartache. Do not go to Rome in the summer. It is so hot. We couldn't even get out of the house until 5 p.m. It was so hot. So, and bring lots of water. Other than that, I would say my best thing about summer, actually, I think they should do an adult camp for summer, because camp at summertime was so much fun. And I think we should bring camp back for adults. I think we should do that. Back to you, Madam Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Becky Jo. It's funny, they actually do have adult camps. I know because I've looked, and they have like girl reading in the mountains, which sounds like fun. But I agree, camp is the best. And I have parents who refuse to visit me in Fort Lauderdale because it's too hot in the summer. So you guys are on the same page. And a couple more questions. I know we're over time, but I'd like to get as many people as I can. Going back to awful and summer food and drinks, what's the ultimate summer barbecue menu? Favorite or ultimate summer barbecue menu? And I'm going to ask Toastmaster Jorge Alvarado.
What's my favorite barbecue? Summer. Thank you, Madam Table Topics Master. Hello, fellow Toastmasters, and good welcome guests.
It can be any summer menu. The ultimate summer menu.
I don't have an answer for you. I'm sorry. And I know we're short on time. I'll have to toss it back to you, but thank you.
It's okay. I can answer. Barbecue. I love good burger and hot dogs, and I think the rest of us do too. Classic. All right, I will ask one more. If you had to invent a new summer drink, what would it be? And I'm going to ask Monique Scott. Please, if you had to invent a new summer drink, what would it be?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me clearly? Apologies for not knowing the right greeting. I think it's hello or thank you, Table Topic Master and fellow Toastmasters. I'll work on it. I'll get it right. If I had to invent a drink, well, right now I'm on my health girly thing. So I would say I'm really into infused waters right now. So I would say this will probably gross a couple of you out, but I'm trying different concoctions. So I would say for me, rosemary, pineapple, and passion fruit infused water. I've been trying passion fruit and pineapple so far. I love them. Rosemary, because rosemary is really good for cognitive abilities. So putting all of them in water on a nice summer day and out and about, I think that would be great. That's just off the top of my head. I'm sure if I had more time, I would be a little bit more creative.
That sounds refreshing, and especially in a hot summer day. Thank you, Anique.
Yes, thank you.
All right, so Madam's timer, did all of our participants qualify?
Madam Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters, I am sorry to say that we had one disqualification who did not make it to 1 minute. However, everybody else qualified. Pam Scrimshire spoke for 1 minute 49 seconds. Marie Roth, 1 minute 41 seconds. Ellen Orto, 2 minutes 26 seconds. Anna Ilsen, 1 minute 48 seconds. Kimberly, 1 minute 13 seconds. Becky Joe, 1:20. And Monique, you made it a 1 minute 2 seconds. So everybody qualified. Poor George couldn't think of a good member. Oh my goodness. What about hot dogs, baked beans, potato salad, buddy? Woo! Back to you.
Maybe that's not his thing. Maybe he's more gourmet than that. All right. Madam Grammarian, no, sorry, this is an old script. Now we're going to take this time to vote for your favorite table topic speaker. Hopefully I did this right. Can everybody see a poll?
Now we do. Now we do.
I don't think it has the right people. Oh. It doesn't have all the right people, so sorry for the selection. If there's somebody else, you can message me in the chat.
Okay.
And with that, I'm going to return control of the meeting to the Toastmaster.
Thank you, Madam Table Topics Master. That was a fun, refreshing table topics. Okay, so let's take a little break for 2 to 3 minutes so that we can confirm the speakers and everybody can get a fresh cup of coffee. So set us up for 2 minutes. Toastmaster Richmond, thank you.
And as general evaluator, I'm just confirming that Toastmaster Bestine will be evaluated by Toastmaster Alvarado and Toastmaster Marie Rock by Toastmaster Jose Ferrer. Copacetic?
Correct.
What is the
Perfect.
time? What is the
5 to
timing on
7.
the speeches today?
5 to 7.
Both? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll be right
And
back.
Marie, are you leaving?
Oh,
Marie, you wanted me to concentrate on vocal variety, correct?
correct.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks.
Thank you, Jose.
How long is the break, everyone?
2 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Here's one of my gifts from the garden. I don't know if you can see it or not. Eggplants. The
Beautiful.
eggplants are coming on like crazy. This is the second one I've got. I got one last week too. But cucumbers, tomatoes, zucchinis, they really have it set up nice at their place. And they're all raised bed gardens because the dirt here is no good for gardening. It's red clay. It's horrible. So you have to really work on it. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Okay, back to you.
Eggplant parm.
Yes. Actually gave me this recipe that I made last week, ham and eggplant casserole. And there are so many things in it. It was so yummy though. Yeah. Yes. Eggplant parmesan. There you go.
Alita, you're up to the challenge. Even the red clay dirt. I know you can do it.
I already have a raised bed garden built. It's 4 feet by 16 feet. It's 12 inches deep. I still need some more, but I have 2 tomato plants, 1 pepper plant, and 1 cucumber plant. That's all they just brought them for me. And I planted them and they're finally, oh my God, it's because it's been so hot. They were suffering, but they're finally looking good and growing. I'm
And
happy.
you have your eggplant. Great.
Yes, yes. I can always go there. That's what everybody says. Oh, well, you'll miss your garden. I says, hey, I can go to my sister's house and pull weeds anytime I want. I'll have my own.
You can come to me too. I have plenty of weeds.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I used my Merlin bird identifier last week. What did I have? I had 3 minutes. I had chirping or something sparrow. It was very strange, but it was interesting. I thought of you, Pam.
Chipping, I'll bet.
So is time up? Oh, okay. All right. Welcome, everybody. Let's get the meeting started again. Okay. Now we're going to go into our prepared speeches. Madam Timer, would you give us the timing requirements for prepared speeches today?
Yes. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests, the timing requirements for our speeches are based on the project that the speaker is using. However, typically they are 5 to 7 minutes. So I will turn on the green light at 5, the yellow light at 6, and the red light at 7, which I will leave on till the end of time. So back to you.
Thank you, Madam Timer. Our first speaker today is speaking from Presentation Mastery. Level 1, Introduction to Vocal Variety and Body Language. The title of his speech is, What If I Am Wrong? Please welcome Toastmaster Randolph Bastine.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. What if I'm wrong? Have you ever hesitated to make a move due to making the right choice? Choices are important. However, what's more important is making a choice. I choose to believe in God. I am a Christian who believes that I am saved by grace and mercy. And no, not my Auntie Grace, who used to make me sit down at the table and finish all of my vegetables before I can go back and play with my cousins. No, the grace and mercy of God. That one. Just want to make that clear. My faith does not require me to become something before becoming a believer. The more I learn about my faith and my Creator, I begin to love and respect all of creation more. And because of that love, my thoughts and actions are altered from my primal reptile brain instincts to something different. I think about my life, and it's been things in my life which I perceive to be fortunate, while others in my direct circle have a very different perception. And I don't believe that I'm deserving of anything, which allows me to appreciate everything. And that is because of my faith. My education started yonder in my young age in the Bible. The Bible was the first book that I actually took interest in reading. Now, I'll be honest, it was not because of some virtuous reasoning or that I just was so curious about this amazing creator. My interest was pressed on me by fear. I was raised up in the Baptist church, which no one was able to tell that it was Baptist because we put on a perception as a Pentecostal church. You know, we were singing and dancing and doing all of that good stuff. Yeah, but we were Baptists. And yes, ever since I was a little kid, the world was coming to an end soon. And this pushed me and pressed me to, I was terrified to go into the Bible and see if I could, whatever I could do to end up in this rapture that these preachers were talking about and whatnot. Now, for the record, I want you all to know that I've evolved from some of that particular and precise teaching. However, it did push me to get into the Bible, the more I became reading and understanding the Bible, what it did for me, and why I say that was my education, what it did for me is it allowed me to, as I read, there was a lot that I did not know. So what it did, it pushed me to the dictionary. So I'll be looking up these words, and as I'm looking up these words that I did not know, I'm looking up more words because I'm in the dictionary reading other words that I did not know. Thus, this was my introduction to what we now call that rabbit hole. And the more I began to see and more I began to read, I began to understand that this was a book of love. And as I got older, I had an experience with something. It's something that can't be taught. It's the voice. Yes, that one. The voice that can't be mimicked. So I don't quite understand why we call it a voice, to be honest. It's a little out there, but somehow it spoke to me. And during my time of reading and being all scared and whatnot, it spoke to me and said to me, "Why are you so caught up in the end of the world?" And then, in its most comical fashion, it said, "You can walk outside your front door and get hit by a bus today, and the world will continue on with as is and go on. So, what you need to think about is what's in front of you, your world that's in front of you." And that was an eye opener for me, which allowed me to begin to learn more about life in general and more about other things in the Bible, this book of love. And with that being said, I close my, and with that being said, the title of this, but what if I'm wrong? What if I close my eyes for the last time and whatever it is that embodies me, this meat suit, means nothing, no more, and the world goes on perfectly fine with or without me? I'm okay with that thought because what my faith do is what it will do is produce my last thoughts of hope and anticipation for something that I believe is beautiful that will be next. And most of all, what I can say is what my faith did for me. There's been moments in my life that I definitely can't take credit for. And some of my most courageous moments, humble moments, and confident moments, this very speech, it takes courage. The courage to be judged in multiple ways. Literally, I'm going to have an evaluation after this speech, literally. What I mean is, I'm telling you that I believe in a God that I do see. However, I can't take you to God. I can't call God on the phone for you. And I can't prove that God exists. So, yes, I'm putting myself out there. And you can call me crazy. You can call me cuckoo. Just don't call me late for dinner. And it's because of my faith. I can say this with the utmost confidence and all honesty that I love you all. And if I'm wrong, I'm okay with that. Thank you. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bastine, for that heartfelt, authentic speech. That was very touching. Our next speaker is speaking from Dynamic Leadership, Level 1, Introduction to Vocal Variety. The title of her speech is Armed for Peace. Please welcome Toastmaster Marie Rock.
Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and especially our most welcome guests, armed for peace. This speech is dedicated to gatherings of families, of organizations, and groups of people everywhere. It seems to me we had an ease of gathering before 2020. And then we had the pandemic, and we no longer met in person, which left us all to our own devices, whether they be small devices or large devices. We were attached to our devices. And to be sure, most of us have confirmation bias. That is, we tend to favor information that supports what we already believe. And we ignore information that doesn't support what we believe. So we were on our devices and we were listening to news and Facebook and Instagram and all these things that reaffirmed what we already believe. When I think back many, many years ago when I was a journalism student and we were reporting, we had to verify information, verify our sources. We could not include our opinion. That was meant for the editorial page. Today, not so much. So what happens is we keep building up more and more barriers and walls between each other. So I offer you this speech, which is a call, it's a plea, it's a prayer to heaven called Armed for Peace. I move forward with equanimity, committed to community. They will be there, or perhaps not. They will come as they are, not as I want them to be. My wanting them to be other than they are is pure arrogance. In a world that is saturated and sick with loneliness and isolation, community calls. It's delusional and selfish of me to be separate in a cocoon of my own creation, undisturbed by others. Do I risk being disturbed? Do I risk being changed? Let the scales fall from my eyes. Pause my judgments so I can mindfully listen with my body, with my heart, with my busy brain to you, to others. May I make way for the divine spirit to bless the space between us and among us. Ah, Creator of the universe, I beckon you. I know that you are there. You are present in every molecule and in the spaces between all of the atoms of existence. Break through the rigid, stagnant, egocentric barriers. Break open the heart energy that you have planted within each being from the beginning of time. I am drowning in complacency, in fear, and in pride. Beckon me from that rocking boat that's being tossed in a sea of worldly unrest and greed. Beckon me to walk on the stormy sea of uncertainty so I can grasp your hand and be filled with your light and love. Pierce my head with your thorny crowns so that the geysers of nonsense and judgment and distress can be released from my busy brain. Oh, this busy brain that truly believes that it knows, but not. I surrender. My way is contrary to your way, but thy way, thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Oh, that these feet would follow thy lighted path, and the rest of me will follow. How can you love me so much? How can you love us so much? All of us, even the despicable, even me. To surrender to your love, to your unconditional love, and to rest in your love for even 1 second. Please show up in me and push my false self aside. So I move forward with equanimity, committed to community. They will be there, or perhaps not. They will come as they are, not as I want them to be. Light up my heart, calm my busy brain, to simply be, to love as you love, armed with peace. Shalom. Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rock, for that inspirational speech. Madam Timer, how did our speakers do?
Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests, both of our speakers qualified. Randolph Bastine spoke for 7 minutes and 3 seconds. Toastmaster Marie Rock spoke for 6 minutes and 48 seconds. Thank you.
Okay, will we be getting a poll?
It's coming.
Oh, okay. Please vote for best speaker and feel free to write comments in the chat to the speakers if you so choose. And with that, I will introduce our general evaluator who will take control of the meeting, Toastmaster Pam Scrimshire.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. This is the third part of our meeting that we have every time, the evaluation time. Because this is a learning lab. We practice here all sorts of new techniques, and we're not perfect yet. That's our word here, yet. We don't do it quite yet, but we're getting there. And so with the gentle feedback of our evaluators, we learn how to be a little better each time. Everything at Toastmasters, though, is timed because we would love to talk forever, and they won't let us. Madam Timer, what are the timing requirements for the evaluations?
Yes, Madam General Evaluator, we do have timing requirements. For evaluations, it is 2 to 3 minutes. Green at 2, yellow at 2.5, and red at 3, which I'll leave on till the end. There is a 30-second deviation at the beginning and the end. Back to you, Madam General.
Thank you, Madam Timer. Evaluating our first speaker, Toastmaster Randolph Bastine, is Toastmaster George Alvarado.
Oh, there we go. So to get me started on Randolph's evaluation, I'll list off the things I liked. First, I like that you integrated the word of the day. That was great. Secondly was the sprinkling of humor. There is moments in which you sprinkled humor. There's one where you said a statement like, and I'm not talking about my Auntie Grace. And I thought that was interesting because you're talking about grace, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, and then here you are with that sprinkling, that humor. But that's just a little snippet of an example of the humor. And if there's anything that I like more than anything, it was the incorporation of a story, your personal story. It allowed me as a listener to listen, to kind of put an image, kind of like a canvas and just painting a picture of who you were as a child. And you you indicated how the book, the Bible was the first book you ever read, and it kind of created a picture where your world was evolved around the church. The church was your world, so it kind of just gave me this picture that of you as a child, little Randolph, and just in church all day, reading the Bible, leaning forward, reading his Bible, maybe rocking back and forth, just hallelujah, God Almighty. But just really getting to the spirit of it, because I know, knowing you through this Toastmasters, is that you often talk about the big man above. So I know it's big to you, but this is kind of, you gave more context. And as far as areas of improvement, there's two. The first was, you start off kind of like you're doing right now, and I think I mentioned this before, was leaning forward. But eventually you kind of did back off, so that was good. And then secondly was the second part was where was it here? Oh, if there's any feedback to that, I don't know if you have to sit down. I mean, I'm just thinking maybe just kind of step back. I mean, push, sit a little further, and that will allow you to be more expressive with your gestures. Because I did see you using gestures, but it was kind of hard to see it when you were so close to the screen. So if that's necessary, I would say just kind of push back a little, so that way your gestures are more visible, in my opinion. And overall, great speech. I mean, it gave me more understanding of who you were as a kid, and your upbringing, and thank you for sharing. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alvarado. Evaluating our second speaker, Toastmaster Marie Rock, is Toastmaster Jose Ferrer.
Marie Rock, what a speech. I only have 3 minutes to evaluate you. I could go on and on and on, but I am going to concentrate first on some of the wonderful things that you always bring to our club, because you're such an accomplished speaker. Your projection, when you're talking, it's very clear. It's very easy to understand. Some of us tend to mumble, some of us tend to enunciate better, but you are always in the line of good projection, very easy to understand. You are vibrant and dynamic in your presentations. You vary things. You start with something, and the title of your speech, I was expecting something totally different. And sure enough, you sucked me in, as you did everybody else, because I was watching everyone on this screen, and everyone was laser focused on your next words. You do that so, so well. Your voice quality is open, it's clear, it's engaging. So that allows everybody to very easily understand what your message is as it comes forth. You use pauses very well. Throughout this speech, there were a couple of times that you just stopped, and you do that so well. And that makes people do this. What is she going to say next? Your timing is excellent. It's fluent. It's consistent. You engage in variation. You convey a lot of emotion throughout, and you're so calm and comfortable. Now, one of the things that you did this morning before we got started, you said, "Oh, I like that background that Toastmaster, one of our Toastmasters, the name escapes me right now, prepared for us." And you put that background cleverly behind you. It gives you such a professional look. It is a wonderful squaring, boxing you in perfectly, so that when now you do your hand gestures and your movements, your distance to camera is very, very, very good, very well thought out. We've talked about the great pauses, the hand gestures, moving forward with equanimity, and the wording that you use in itself is a grammar lesson. It's a vocabulary lesson for all of us. You may want to work on, oh, this busy brain. You know, when you do that, where you're speaking to yourself in a third party version, you may want to pitch your voice differently. It'll help us transition in what you're trying to accomplish because you're talking to yourself like an out-of-body expression. To challenge yourself, Marie, it's really hard to tell you, but maybe provide some examples of something that your speech in your life affected you or positively impacted you. I think audiences tend to engage very well when there's the human aspect of it. And you have an engaging laughter. I know that very well. Try and incorporate it into your speeches because that is a winner. Back to you, madam.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ferrer. Madam Timer, how did our evaluators do on timing requirements?
Madam General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Both of our evaluators today qualified, and I apologize. I hit the wrong button to start for George Alvarado, although I gave him what I thought was a sufficient amount of time. So George spoke for 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and Jose made it just under the wire with 3 minutes and 28 seconds. Both qualified for better evaluator. Back to you.
Thank you, Madam Timer. Madam Poll Person. Yes, there's a poll. Please vote for who you felt was the better evaluator. So my role now is to evaluate the entire meeting, which is always great fun. I like to do it very much. Although sometimes I sort of feel like a recording. We started on time, we did good, blah, 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 because we do all those things. So I want to have basically my comments sort of directed to our guest in that I want to emphasize that this is a learning lab. We are practicing. We're trying new roles. We're trying things on to see how they fit, getting a little feedback to make them better. I know that this group here has suffered with or maybe you were thrilled by my practicing my garden club presentations, or when I had sadly to do a eulogy for a person I was very sad about. It's a time to practice and get some feedback. It's not the content, it's how we present. And we always do it in a loving way because we're all trying. Try something, a role you haven't tried in a while, because it's easy to watch somebody else do it. It's sometimes very hard to do it ourselves. But we'll get better. We haven't got there yet. And so for having some more specific feedback, we'll call upon our helpers. Toastmaster Ilson, how are we saying Oz? Are we doing well?
Madam General Evaluator, here's my report. I had 2 ums and 2 ers. Toastmaster Alita, 1 and 3 ers. You had 1 you know. Toastmaster Christina, 1 Toastmaster Monique, 2 or guest Monique actually, 2 Toastmaster Randolph, 2 Toastmaster George, 1 so, 1 and 1 I mean. That's my report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ilson. And Toastmaster Becky Jo Green, grammarian, are we gonna talk good today?
Nah, don't say gonna. Oh, I hate that word, even though I now admit it's a word. Well, many of you use the word yonder. I'm very proud of y'all. Very good. That was good also that Romeo did use that. So I guess it's not just Southern. Dang hot. Love that. Dang hot. Marie, vast ocean. Enamored with the ocean. I just had this picture of this little Marie in her little bathing suit, seeing the ocean for the first time. Anna, I'm not sure if I heard this correctly, but I heard Listerine blue.
Yes.
So that was interesting. Randolph, Book of Love, The Voice. Don't call me late for dinner. I think that came from Ray J Jr. You can call me Ray or you can call me Ray J. If I am wrong, I'm okay with that. I like that. If I'm wrong, I'm okay with that. Marie, armed for peace, left us to our own devices. And I mean, the vocabulary today was so great. Marie's speech was so great. But my favorite part was Marie's description of seeing the ocean at the first glimpse. So that is the award for taking us on a vacation with you is to Marie Rock. And you get these pliers. These pliers are for you to ply your trade with words.
Thank you, Madam Grammarian. Well, I've given my general evaluation. I want to make sure one of the things we do is we always start on time. I want to make sure we stop on time. So I'm going to return control of the lectern to, excuse me, to our Toastmaster.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. And now we come to the exciting part of the meeting, which are our awards. Our best table topic speaker today was Toastmaster Ellen Ortu. Our best evaluator today, Toastmaster Jose Ferrer. And our most improved speaker, Toastmaster Randolph Bastine. Would our guest, oh no, the president does that. So I will return control of the meeting to our president, Toastmaster Bastine.
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster Anna Ilsen. And thank you all for a wonderful meeting. Before we go wrap up anything, would our guests like to, well, I'm going to ask you, can you all just give us your comments and your thoughts on the meeting? I'll start with, if you're okay with it, Toastmaster Monique Scott. I mean, hopefully to be Toastmaster Monique Scott.
There go the again. What could I say? It was a different experience. I wasn't another I'm gonna be so aware of that now. It was a different experience. It wasn't what I expected. It was a lot more relaxed than what I expected. You guys are very supportive. I love the feedback that you give each other. I love that it's warm. It's very warm here. It's not, you don't feel so uncomfortable. You guys make each other feel comfortable, and that's a wonderful thing. And I can tell the camaraderie that you guys have. Like I'm assuming that you guys been doing this together for a while. It was an interesting experience, and I think I will join.
Thank you. We would love to
Thank
have you.
you.
And I tell you what, you saying that it was relaxed, you're already past the hard part then. I
Okay.
can guarantee you that.
Okay.
Thank
It's
you.
relaxed until it's my turn to give a speech. Then I guess it won't be so relaxed. But I can see that you guys support each other to make it a more enjoyable experience. So it's not so like you don't feel so pressured. You feel,
Yes,
you feel like you're just talking to your friends. You're just having a conversation, but it's more of in a formal way. So it's okay. I like it. Thank you.
exactly. Thank you. Returning Toastmaster Kim D'Ambrosio.
Yes, hello. Great meeting, great speeches, and I enjoyed table topics. I feel like each time I come to the Zoom meeting, which is also a new thing for me, um, um, it's wonderful. And I appreciate you all very much. And I encourage anyone that's interested to continue the path. Thank you.
Thank you. And our guests, hope to be one day Toastmaster soon. Manio.
Mano.
Mano.
Yeah. Oh, thoroughly enjoyed the meeting, especially the table topics. Yeah, I went on a ride for all my summer vacations, and also I was able to visualize all your summer vacations with your experiences. And I really loved the prepared speeches as well and the evaluation portion. Yes, I was a Toastmaster for 6 years previously, and then I got close to 2 to 3 years because of a toddler and a newborn now. I'm looking forward to becoming Toastmaster again, joining Toastmasters again. So hopefully soon. But I
Yes.
thoroughly enjoyed the meeting.
Yes. Thank you so much. And we hope to see you next week. And I guess that's it. Is there any other business that should be? I
I
see
have a
Toastmaster
question.
Pam's.
Since we have new officers, I don't know what the process is. And as secretary, maybe it's my job. I would love to have the email addresses from Monique and Mano so we can send them. We do
I have
well,
them.
oh, you have them? Okay, because we like to
Yeah.
say we do a weekly recap, but actually we don't. Anna does, and it's fabulous. You'll love it.
Alrighty. Any other uh, things that need to be addressed before we close the meeting? Yes, Toastmaster Alita Richmond.
Yeah, I just wanted to comment on Monique's statement that you're all just so friendly and seem to have a good time, and but you're doing your stuff. Our founder Ralph Smedley said that we learn best in moments of fun. So we try to keep that atmosphere at Earlybird Toastmasters, although we are a stickler for doing things right. Thank you.
Yes. So we hope to see our guests again next week and hopefully be joining the club. And with that, think we're going to close the meeting and do our signups for our next meeting. And I'm
Yes.
going to pass it over once again. I hope everyone have a great rest of their Thursday and the new Friday, that some people like to say,
Yes.
and a great weekend. And back to you, Toastmaster Alita Richmond.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. President. Yes, I'm the Vice President of Education, so my responsibility is to schedule our roles for the next meeting. All roles are open. So, who wants to do what?
Alita, I will work with Christine on polls and Sergeant at Arms
Okay.
while she's traveling. We'll team.
Okay.
I'll reach out
Okay.
to you, Marie.
So
Pam will evaluate.
Pam will evaluate. Okay.
Randolph can do table topics.
I'll be timer, Anna.
Oh, good. That's tough.
I'll do all counter, Becky Joe.
Becky Joe.
I may have a conflict, so I'm not going to sign up right now. I'll see how things progress through the week. Have a great one, everybody.
All right. Thank you.
Alita, did you hear? I'll do table topics.
Yes, I do. Randolph table topics. Did I hear Pam say she would be evaluator or speaker? Whatever. I can be a speaker. It'll be an educational speech. I'm just telling you.
Grammarian for George, please, Alita.
Grammarian. Okay, George.
Great day,
Okay, we have a Toastmaster of the day. This is hard to do, Anna. How did you get all those names down so fast? General evaluator. No. Okay, somebody will be back and get these. Okay.
Have you
heard David Relish will be back probably next week.
Oh yes, David, right.
Have you heard from Tom Quinn?
No. Nope. Has anybody know? Okay. Well, no, I have not.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Yes.
Christina will work on it.
Yes, have fun, Christina. Yay. Yay. If you're near me, let me know. I'm near mountains. About an hour away. of the mountains.
I'm jealous. That's awesome. Will do.
All right.